All right, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Kalpala Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh Kakadash, double honor to the elder apostle, of great milk, woo will, and sincere citation of oxen and preaching the truth across the four corners of the earth, to the fear and power of Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, that the hope of elect, and who the world call God is named Yahweh, and who the world call Jesus Christ is named Yahweh Shai. And the Hebrew Israelite that consists of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, and those who line descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel due to the scattering amongst the nations. All right. Now it's going to be called America going to be destroyed in 60 minutes. All right. Or 1 hour. All right. The scripture say 1 hour. All right. This is inspired by Past Saturday Camp, as well as the that TV special they do, 50 minutes, you know. All right, if y'all familiar with this, you know, with the clicking noise, all right, 50 minutes, all right. So America can be destroyed in 50 minutes. All right, this is Revelation 18 and 1. It said, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, they in Babylon, the great, which is talking about America. All right, not talking about ancient Babylon, I'm talking about today's Babylon. All right, today's Babylon, the word Babylon in the Hebrew is Babal, which means confusion. And America is the land of confusion. All right, and it also embodies ancient Babylon. All right, America is set up as the ways of ancient Babylon as well. All right, so it has the spirit of Babylon here in the city, which is America. Babylon the Great is fallen, is become the habitation of devil. All right, we're talking about unclean animals. All right, and the hold of every foul spirit and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. All right, so nothing but desert creature, unclean animal could be here in America after the destruction of America by nuclear thermal missile. All right. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. All right. So they have followed the ways of America. All right. With the philosophy, the religion. All right. The homosexuality. All right. The democracy, all those things. The other nations have been drunk by the wine that America pushed across the world. All right. You read Revelation 17. It did it on many people and nations. All right. The hand of the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. All right, Job 9 and 24. And the wicked are Esau, Edomite, the so-called white people. All right. It said, and the king of the earth had committed fornication with her, and the merchant of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. All right, because America is a consuming nation. Into consumerism, all right, because they don't produce nothing here. All these other nations ship their product here to America for America to buy, all right? And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her. I'm going to jump down. I want to get to the point. Let's I started forth, and I heard another voice saying from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that you be not partake of her sins, and that you receive not of her plague. Right, because the elect is not going to be part of that fire judgment, all right, which is the plague that's coming upon America, all right? But it starts spiritually because you have to be in that mindset of already coming out of the ways of America. All right, because you're thinning, you could be part of that plague. If you're not thinning, you're that's spiritually coming out of it, and then physically you're gonna be coming out of the destruction of America through the deliverance. All right, when Yahweh Shai returns. All right, For her sin have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquity. Reward her even as she rewarded you, all right, to us, the so-called Negro, Latino, and American Indian, all the atrocity and iniquity that they have done unto us, all right? Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her work. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, though much torment and sorrow give her. For she think in her heart, I think a queen, all right, the mindset of America, the leadership, and no widow and shall see no sorrow, because they don't think they got to see any trouble. But it's coming, all right? Therefore shall her plague come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, all right? Yeah, because America will be the first. By how? By thermonuclear missile, the ICBM, by all the other nations, all right? Russia, China, Turkey, Iran, even the allies of America that took their missile here. I tell you that in Revelation 17, how the beast shall hate the whore, all right? The whore is what sits on top of the beast, all right? America is controlling the NATO and the EU, all right? And the beast, the NATO and the EU, got to turn their back on America to shoot their missiles, and that's all part of the Lord plan. All right, it's all property for that to go down like that. Esau could be destroyed by his own demise. I mean, his demise could become come from his stuff. All right, to the fear and power of Yahweh shall shine. And the king, so like a burn with fire for strong as the Lord Yahweh who judged her. All right, because remember Joel 3. All right, it's what? Put in the valley of decision. All right, to judge these nations. Okay? And the king of the earth who had committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. Because they're going to be crying and sad. All right? Because all the money that they could have continued to make off of America is going to become to naught. Okay? Standing far off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. Right. So America be destroyed in 1 hour, 50 minutes. All right, literally. And that could be little because he meant to come here in 30 minutes or less. All right, hypersonic missile. All right, the destruction gonna come in 1 hour. All right, in 1 hour, 50 minutes. Okay, and you go through, you know, all these merchandise and stuff. And verse 15, it said, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that with clothes and fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stone and pearl. Talking about the beautification of America. All right, from the outside, America looks like this great, wonderful place to be at. All right, but it's really not. 17, for in 1 hour, 50 minutes, though great riches it comes to naught, and every shipmaster, all the company in ship and sailor, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city like unto this great city? Right, because there's no other city like America. All right? All the other nations don't make money like they make money off of America. All right? It's popping over here as far as the America being a consumer into consumerism. All right? Heavily involved in consumerism. All right, that's why these ads and all these stuff is so I'm gonna say so prevalent here in America. All these ad commercials and stuff. All right, to get you to buy. Instead, and they cast dust on their head and cry, weeping, wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had shipped in the sea by reason of her costliness. For 1 hour is she made desolate. All right, 50 minutes she is made desolate. So America to be completely burnt to a burned to an end. I mean, completely burned in 50 minutes, 1 hour. I'm gonna go back to verse 17 in the NLT. It said, in a single moment. All right, which is replacing for 1 hour, because 1 hour it ain't that long. You think about it. All right, 50 minutes ain't that long. In a single moment, all the wealth of the city is gone, and all the captain of the merchant ship and their passenger and sailor and crew will stand at a distance. So they're gonna be seeing all this destruction in the ocean, in the Atlantic, and the Gulf Coast, and the Pacific. They're gonna see America being destroyed. All right. They will cry out as they watch the smoke ascend, and they will say, "Where is there another city as great as this?" And they will weep and throw dust on their head to show their grief, and they will cry out, how terrible for that great city." The ship owner became wealthy by transporting her great wealth on the sea. In a single moment, it is all gone. And that's also referring to in 1 hour, 50 minutes, when they in a single moment, it is all gone. So America could be destroyed in 1 hour, man. 50 minutes is all gonna take for this place, America, to be off this place, man, off the earth. All right. The scripture says, for the triumphing of the wicked is but for a moment. All right, so all this time they've been ruling, it's only been a moment, but the destruction is going to be even of a shorter moment. All right, it could be destroyed quicker. All right, all these hundreds of years, they've been building up America. In 1 hour, it could be completely burned up. All right, just say build the death of the place. I was thrown down. It's Malachi 1:4, whereas Edom said, "We are impoverished, but we will return and build a desolate place." So they came back, all right, as America, all right, which was the revitalizing of the Roman Empire through NATO and the EU, with the help of NATO and the EU, all right. Revelation 13, the daily wound was healed. Okay, they came back and they built up this place. All right. Return and build a desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh shall of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, hath indignation forever. All right, a righteous anger. All right, falling down as lightning. That's the Luke 10:18, and he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. All right, and that's talking about Edom. Satan adversary, and he's an adversary. All right, and his kingdom gonna come down as lightning. All right. That was another one with an expedient. Yeah, I can't remember. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. America's gonna be destroyed in 1 hour, 50 minutes. All right. So with that, let's say a ball. And with that, Tawada, Yahweh, Shalom.